All right, Ghostbusters Day 7 on the drums. We got up to 107. All right, also, if you guys want the sheet music to follow along or want to support us, become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. We appreciate your guys' support. So I got up to 107 on this. I don't care about tempo today. I want to drop it back down and work on transitions because I've only kind of like spotted all these measures. So let's I don't know, let's go to 70. Let's do 70. And I'm going to try to first get this back into my hands and then get this transition down. And I want slow so I can actually like think about it. We'll see if this is slow enough. 2 and 3. 1, 2. Also, I've not played drums for a couple days. Still like to rush a little bit there, but that's okay. So let's just get through this transition. This 1E and 2E and 3E and nope, 4E and 1 and 2 and essentially the measure before. So kind of like thinking about how we're leading in and coming out of it. This is a rim or a cowbell. I don't have my cowbell set up, so in the future, it's basically just this beat though. We'll figure that out later. So let's just get this toms into this crash. And actually, I want to go a little slower. Now, what I like about that is I was kind of like hitting my top speeds at like 107, sloppy on those 16th notes. So like slowing it back down, working this transition. When we work on speed, it's going to help that as well. Just get more confident at slower tempos. And 3 and 4 and 1. And 1 and very happy that no one was watching live. Oh, 24 people watching. I was happy for a second because I didn't see anybody watching, and that was pretty shitty. 2 and 3 and 4 and. So thank you guys for watching, even though I can't play this part in time. We're going to still speed it up, if I have to. Speed it up and then slow it back down. Hello, 1237. Oh, your message was retracted. I was going to say hi, but I couldn't read that either. Let's get both those measures. Thanks, hello. I really, really got these used. Canopus kit. Good friend helped pick them out. And it's a gorgeous kit, and I hope one day to be good enough to, I wouldn't say deserve it. I already paid for it, but just good enough to own it. It's a very nice sounding kit. Okay. Right now I feel like I'm not good enough to, but the drummer in my band plays it. We record with it. It's a nice drum set for all that. We're just going to keep going faster. Be okay. I'm saying this to myself, but to you guys as well. If you're playing, you're practicing, you're playing with the metronome, awesome. And if you're sloppy, embrace it. Some days right now, I'm sloppy. And 3 and 4 and... That was good, other than I totally missed crash. Again, there's a couple good measures in there. There's a couple sloppy. I did just take a nap. These are all excuses. I need to learn how to play this in smooth and, just go. More coffee. So like 2 ago was nice. I hit the one hard. The last couple ones have been flams. Running through just those 16th notes and then jumping in with the kick and the beat is very helpful. I get some ugly flams like I just had there. Let's just keep going faster. I do like going from the 16th to the 8th. Gives my hands a little bit of a break. Just before I was doing loops of just those 16th notes, and that got a little old. I do think yeah, obviously I get a little faster before I worry about that, but I'm gonna track the song at like 115, which is full speed. Sometimes I, track them always a little bit slower if I wanted to. But we'll probably do 115 or around there. I might go a little bit slower because I want to do an atmospheric, like instrumental version of it. So it might be nice to go a little slower than the actual song to fool the algorithm, or copyright, I should say. All right, let's do a couple at 90, and then we'll look at another measure to connect. All right, let's leave that idea. It's a good review of that. So I don't think there's anything in here. This is just the basic beat throughout the entire song, or majority of the song. It's that 1 and 2 and. Let's do a couple of those. It's a good beat to work on. Let's not even worry about going faster than that. So same idea. We have this beat going into the chorus. Let's get rid of all these tempos because we're really not going to worry. I mean, got this these are all up to full speed. Now I'll tell you this chorus beat. So actually, we're going to loop. No, we should loop these two together. So we have a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to play these two measures. So it's the measure before the chorus and then the measure of the chorus. This is going to, again, so there's good reason that you practice measure just one, right? Over and over again, get the idea down, but not putting it together. My brain's going, I got to put a crash. I don't think about that foot hi-hat. It's natural in the beat, but now I have to put it with a crash. So it's 1 and 2 and. No. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's gonna take me a bit. Let's just do the same thing. Slower is better right now. Work on transitions. Let's try 70. 3 and 4 and 1 and. Let me get my bearings. 1 and 2 and Oh, again, I play this in such a loop over and over again. Let's do a couple more without the click. I'm wanting to put 2 kicks in on that second measure, and they don't exist that way. 3 and 3 and 4 and. Drilling that into my brain. Oh, I want to do 2 kicks. Don't know why I want to start that next measure with another crash. Slow this down just to 65. That was a bad decision. And 2 and... Just need to get the idea in my head. So a couple more without metronome and then with. It's a good putting it together. All right, let's see if we can do a couple of those in a row. Let's speed it up, though. I did spend 6 days just working on one measure at a time. So it makes sense that I'm struggling, but struggling quite a bit. Maybe a note for future. Don't spend 6 days on something and try to change it. 2, 3, 4. Get in a groove now. Maybe. We'll speed it up and see if that groove stays. Funny, this isn't a measure that I thought would take me forever. And 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We'll do 80 and then we'll move on. did I get the other section to? 90. Okay. Yeah, that's good too. It's good as well. All right. Why would I start there? Just leave that idea. We don't have to get up to full speed right now. Let's start doing these guys. Yeah, essentially, it looks like between the fill measure and the next, the beat measure, it's always doing that double crash. So we can just take out all these tempo markers. Let's do that a minute. And we'll start slow. It's nice that they all have the same crash idea. I don't have to think about different things throughout. All right, let's just get rid of all of these. The most exciting part of the live stream, me getting rid of tempo markings. Let's go back to 65. This will be a little backwards, but we'll start on this measure. All right, quick review as well. 1 and 2 and gonna do that a couple times. Okay, so it's it's gonna come quicker now that we already spent time on that last one. Different song. All right. Oh, definitely not 80 though. Let's do that 65. We'll fix that. So I'm rushing the heck out of those 16th notes. Not that bad actually. 3 and 4 E and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1. All right, let's see if we can get that 16th note rush out with a little bit faster of tempo. Sometimes it can be a bad idea. We'll find out. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and just to keep it a little interesting, right? I got like 10 minutes left. Let's just keep that same tempo. We're just going to grab a new fill every time, run to it 3 or 4 times, just kind of keep the brain pliable if it can be. So this one, the only difference is 3 and. A little bit slower than that. Quite a bit slower than that. 3 and 4 and. This next time. Cool. Just keep doing them. All right, this one throws me to 4 and. Without slowing down and hitting the mic. Okay. Let's try that 70. I think I'm going to fuck it up pretty good. That one felt terrible. A couple of them felt really nice though. 3 and 4 and 1. All right. Yeah, we'll just do this one into the reintro. So for some reason, I suck at this. I don't know why at this one. 3 and 4 extra kick. So let's just walk through it slow. 1 and 2 and 3. I'm just sloppy on my 16th notes. Oh, so Cotton Tooth says, I programmed some drums on some of my tracks. Can you please check it out or maybe rate it? Bro, I'd love to check it out and rate it. I'll give you feedback. Alexander Lee is Lee ooh. Cotton Tooth, kind of be fun to do that live. I'm not the world's best drummer. You could probably tell that, but I'd love to hear it. I'd love to give feedback. I enjoy drums quite a bit. In the description, there's an email address. Shoot me an email. Alexander Lee, you can spam if you want. I don't really care. Might as well chat with ooh. Well, I can't read all your comments. Okay, let's keep this going. See, why am I bad at 16th notes like that? I mean, I do know why I'm bad. We're going to move on. We'll speed it up, and then if I have to, I'll focus that on my own. Might get a little old. All right, these all at 75, then I'm probably out of time. But be a good start to get these transitions figured out. Alexander, did you fall asleep on your keyboard and so you spammed? Sweet, I'll check out your channel, man. Just tell me the song titles. Next. Oh, that's right. Shit. I got two different ideas in my head right now. Try to hit all these once before I'm done. This is the flam and flam and it's fun to play. I like Rick and Morty a lot. Sweet, my guy. Well, I used to like Rick and Morty. I've not watched the new episodes. I'll check them out, my guy. All right, last one. And I'm bad at it. Always good to end on a positive note. Two, three, four, 1, 2. There we go. I just have to go slower. 1, 2, 3, and the 40 and 1. was doing fine when I just did hands, and then when I tried to put it together, I obviously put the kick in, and it sucked. 2, 3, 4. Better. That one was not. All right, one more. But a good one. Call that good enough. All right, guys, thanks for checking us out. Musicbythemeasurespro.com. Great sheet music resources for you guys. And I'll talk to you all soon.